welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing a set of ombre nails using white, pink, and clear. So the first thing that I'm doing is just going in and doing a layer of the clear first. As always, this is so for next time whenever your client comes back and she wants a different colored acrylic, you can just file away all of the colored acrylic and then they'll still have clear underneath. That way you don't have to do a new set every time. So again, we're just going in and doing a thin layer of the clear, and this is the JC Beauty Concepts clear polymer, and then of course I'm using their monomer as well. And then right before this I did apply the JC Beauty Concepts primer. I did skip the prepping part because I wanted to focus on the acrylic application. But anyways, once we've done the clear on all of the nails, now I'm going in with the white at the tips. So as you can see, I'm just applying a small bead, placing it right in the middle where the natural nail and the tip meets, brushing it down towards the tip, and then as you can see right in the middle, I kind of just like brush it right there in the middle. That way it doesn't give us like such a harsh line to where it's still a little bit sheared in the middle. And that way whenever you come in with the pink, it's just going to blend very well because like I said, it's not going to be a harsh line. Now when you leave just a harsh line in the middle, it is a little bit harder to blend, you know, the two colors together unless you use a darker color at the back. But in this case we are going to be using a fairly light nudish pinkish color, so that's why I want to make sure that it is not too much white right in the middle. That's why I kind of brush it down, if it makes sense. But same thing, just brushing it, or sorry, applying it, patting it down, and then brushing it, and then kind of blending it right in the middle. And then I know you guys can tell how it's still a little bit sheared in the middle, and then of course as it gets closer to the tip, it's a lot more opaque, I guess. So now I'm gonna go in and I applied a little bit more white right there in the middle because it was still a little too translucent. But after that we're gonna go in with the nude, and this is the JC Beauty Concepts Cover Blush. So I just apply that in the middle and brush it down. But when you brush down, you want to make sure that you brush down very gently because we're just brushing down to blend it in the middle. We don't want to brush it all the way down towards the tip because of course that would take away from that ombre look. So same thing, I place the bead closer to the cuticle area, patting it down and then brushing it down. The next bead we're applying also closer to the cuticle area, of course making sure that it's not on the skin but as close as you can to that cuticle area, and then patting it down, brushing and cleaning around the cuticle area. And once you have a nice little ombre going on, then we can go in with the clear, and this is just to encapsulate both of the colors. That way whenever you come in to file the nails, you're not going to file away any of the white or any of the nude acrylic because then it's going to look patchy. And then of course we're building our apex and thickness at the tip with the clear. That way our nails do not break off, or you know, they don't lift or anything. So just finishing up the clear, and then we're gonna basically do the same thing on all of the nails. So again, we're just going in and doing the nude at the back now, and then encapsulating with the clear. And as I stated, the key to doing ombre nails is just making sure that as you're working, you're not using too much product, because if you were to go in with a large bead of the nude, you're gonna have way too much acrylic to where whenever you brush it, you're gonna brush it all the way down towards the tip, and it's just gonna overpower that white acrylic. Alrighty, so same thing. We're gonna go ahead and place the nude and just patting it down and very gently brushing it right in the middle. And then after that, we're gonna go in with a next bead. That one we're gonna place right above that first one, so closer to the cuticle area. And whenever I pat it down, that is so it kind of spread out and gets as close as it can to the cuticle area, but not to where it's actually on the skin, because once you get that acrylic on the skin, most likely you are going to get lifting because it's really hard to follow the acrylic once it has already touched the skin. So make sure that if you do happen to get any product on the skin, make sure that you go ahead and immediately wipe it off, because if not, like I said, you will get lifting. So once we have a nice ombre, we just go in with the clear. Remember, you want to make sure that you focus on having a nice thickness at the tip as well as your apex. And that's why I say that you want to make sure that as you're working, that you work with a little bit of product at a time, because like I said, for one, you know, you don't want the colors to kind of overpower each other. You want them to blend very well in the middle. And then another reason why is because we're doing clear, white, pink, and then clear again. And if you apply too much of one color, then your nail is going to be way too thick by the time you go in to do the clear. So make sure that you work smarter and not harder, because you don't want to have to do a lot of filing at the end. But we're basically going to continue to do the same thing on all of the nails. Like I said, we do the clear first and then the white at the tip, and then the nude, and then the clear. Now you can do each nail individually, like go ahead and do the ombre on each nail as you go, but sometimes I feel like it's a lot easier and faster to just go in and do all clear, all white, all pink, and then the clear, you know, after I'm done doing the nude on each nail. But whatever you prefer doing, whatever you feel like is easier for you, is completely fine. Alrighty, so once we finish applying the acrylic on all of the nails, the next step is to go in and reshape the nails. So since we already have that perfect coffin shape, or not perfect, but that coffin shape, we want to go in and just redefine that shape. So just going in on the sides and the free edge at exactly a 90-degree angle, and we just want to do that on all of the nails. And then she also wanted me to file kind of underneath her nail because she does have a baby and she don't want the nails to be too sharp at the edges. So not necessarily rounding them off, but just kind of doling out the free edge just a tiny bit. So we're just going to do that on all of the nails, again filing the sides and the free edge at exactly a 90-degree angle. Alrighty, so after we finish shaping up all of the nails, we're going to go in with our extra coarse drill bit, and we're just going to file all of the nails going around the cuticle area, going from the right side all the way over to the left side, going back and forth until you're able to see where the cuticle is, where the natural nail is, and where the acrylic is. That way you know that the acrylic is not on the skin. And then of course filing the rest of the nail to make sure that it's all nice and smooth. Now, as you guys have noticed, I do kind of alternate between my carbide one and my ceramic one. I definitely recommend that if you are a beginner that you use a ceramic one, which are the white drill bits, and I just feel like those are not as sharp as the metal ones. So again, if you are a beginner, I recommend you use the ceramic ones. If you have a little bit more practice and experience with using your e-file, then this one should be completely fine, since it is a extra fine. It's not too sharp, you know, but you do have to be a little bit more careful with this one. And during this step, I am using my e-file at 10,000 RPMs. Alrighty, so after we finish filing all of the nails, we're going to go in with the buffer, and this is just going to get rid of any of the scratches left on the nails from the hand file or the e-file. So make sure that you buff those nails really good. Once we're done with this step, we're just going to dust the nails off, and you can wipe them off with an alcohol wipe, or you can have your clients go wash their hands, whichever one you prefer. Alrighty, so once the nails are nice and clean, we're going to go in with a top coat, and this is actually the Coupa top coat, and I'm just going to apply that on all of the nails, and then of course curing for 60 seconds. Alrighty y'all, so here is the final look. So as you can see, they look really nice and clean and very pretty. So as always, I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at GetNail32, and I will see you guys next time.